What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got a breakdown for the weekly reset this Tuesday, March the 5th. And of course, any of you guys who've been keeping up with the news for the game will know that we're getting a pretty significant game update this week. And so on top of our normal weekly reset stuff, there are actually a handful of brand new weapons coming into the game. We also have the return of Guardian Games with a new vehicle type, updated prophecy rewards, and a significant sandbox update. So we will touch on all of that stuff, but as always, we'll break down the activities for the week, the Nightfall, and we'll see a brand new Nightfall weapon as well. And then we've got the refresh for the season content, as well as our bonuses, rank boosts, raid refreshes, exotic missions, and featured loot for the week. So we'll break it all down in the video, guys. As always, I hope you find this one useful today, and let us know in the comment section if you'll be diving back into the game for the March 5th update. But now, let's get into it. And so as we mentioned, this week we get some pretty massive sandbox and tuning changes in the update, but separate to that, we're also getting two brand new Nightfall weapons, as well as a new Trials and an Iron Banner weapon this week. And the Nightfall weapon this week will actually be Wild Style, which is a new double fire frame special solar grenade launcher. So that's one thing to look out for, and the featured Nightfall itself will be the Hypernet Current. So if you fancy going after a new Nightfall weapon, it's certainly a playlist worth jumping into. And otherwise, over here in the Legends tab, the Prophecy Dungeon is getting an update this week as well. Prophecy should actually be the featured dungeon too, so we'll be able to farm away to our heart's content. And that'll include new roles on updated weapons, some of which also have new elements. And so if you want info on any of the sandbox changes, the new weapons inside of various playlists, and quality of life updates, I'll link a couple of videos down below, as it's certainly worth looking at that in more detail. Additionally though, arriving to the Tower Courtyard will be Guardian Games for 2024, so it will mostly be a similar event to what we've seen in previous years, but we do get a new weapon, and this is the Hullabaloo, an arc compressed waveframe heavy grenade launcher. So it'll be cool to check that out, and Bungie have updated the perk rolls on existing Guardian Games weapons. But the other exciting element for Guardian Games is the introduction of hoverboards to Destiny 2, and Bungie are calling these skimmers. There'll actually be two of them available in Guardian Games. One will be an Eververse purchase, but the other is something that we can earn via gameplay and the intro quest for Guardian Games itself. So it's going to be very interesting to check those out, and let us know if you'll be diving in to play any Guardian Games this week. Otherwise though, we will see the refresh on all of our seasonal content, and the final Riven's Wish quest will drop this week as well. So this is Riven's Wishes 6, and we need to complete each encounter of the Prophecy Dungeon, which is located in the Legends tab in the Director. So if you're going to be running Prophecy, it may be worth picking up Riven's Wishes regardless, as you'll get them done at the same time. And of course, we can pick up exotics from the Nightfall year, as well as Last Wish weapons and upgrade materials. So it's another component worth completing while you're doing a run of the Prophecy. But as we move over to the Crucible for the week, we are going to get Supremacy and Clash featured, and Trials will return on Friday's daily reset. We'll also get bonus Crucible ranks this week, and of course, there are new Trials weapons being introduced to the pool, so those will be rolling out in the weeks to come. But also for the featured raid and dungeon activities, firstly for the raid, we do get Last Wish this week, so if you want to farm any Last Wish stuff, or indeed the 1000 Voices exotic, it's a good week to jump in. And as we mentioned, Prophecy is the other featured activity for the week, of course, with updated weapons. But additionally in the Legends tab will be the featured exotic mission for the week, and this time around we get Vox Obscura, so we can pick up the Dead Messenger, which is now a craftable weapon, and weapons from Season of the Risen as additional drops in that activity. And in the Eververse store, as well as any new items that we may find for the week, we are going to be getting a free bundle of 700 Bright Dust, which will drop on a weekly basis between now and the final shape. So definitely look out for that in the Eververse store. And as always, I'll keep you posted with the inventory and things like that on Tuesday. But otherwise, to Eternity, if you happen to be jumping into Dares this week, the additional loot drops include the Scatterhorn and Perfectus armor sets, as well as a bunch of weapons from Season of the Chosen, Worthy, and a couple of extra drops from Defiance. And then finally, for the featured Lost sectors this week, for Tuesday, we're going to see the Quarry on the EDZ, which will be dropping exotic legs. Then it'll move over to Aphelion's Rest in Dreaming City on March 6th, dropping exotic arms. March 7th will be Bay of Drowned Wishes dropping exotic chest pieces, and March 8th will be Chamber of Starlight dropping exotic helmets. Then on the 9th of March, we'll get Perdition on Europa dropping exotic legs. That's followed by Bunker E15 on March 10th, dropping exotic arms. And finally, Concealed Void on the 11th, dropping exotic chest pieces. And our final mention here in the Dreaming City, if you do need the Ascendant Challenge, it'll be the Sumerian Garrison, which is found via the Chamber of Starlight in Rear Sylvia. So pretty easy one to find, but if you want the location of the challenge itself and the collectibles, we'll run that at the end of the video. And for today, guys, that is the breakdown for the reset. Once again, if you're curious about the changes coming this week, which are pretty significant, a lot of exotic tunes tuning, ability stuff, PvP changes, as well as all the new rewards. I'll link a preview video or two down below, as we've had a lot of details about this update and the patch notes themselves will be pretty significant. So previews for that are in the description box, but otherwise, if you've enjoyed the video today, a rating really helps us out, and let us know if you're diving back into Destiny 2 for the update this week. As always, I'll be keeping you posted with more of the Destiny content and news throughout the week, so definitely get subscribed and I'll keep you up to date. But otherwise, I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you guys have an awesome day.